Hello friends, Radhika Ravikumar here. So welcome back to my tutorial. In this tutorial we will look into an analytical function called lead. So these analytical functions are very commonly asked in interviews like rank, dense rank, lead, lag, all those things. So I've already done few videos on rank and dense rank, so you can go through that as well for learning the analytical functions. Now let us move on to lead function. So lead function, what exactly it does is, this function is mainly used whenever you want to find the next row value within the same table. Okay, used to find the next row value within the same table. Okay, and you need not do an inner join. Instead of that, you can use the lead function. And also, how the syntax of lead looks like is, you say lead, then which column you want to use, I mean which column, on which column you want to see the next value, that one, then the context, then the default value. So here then our over partition clause. It's very important that you use your over clause with all the analytical function, then only you will be able to get the required output. Also you will be getting few errors. Make sure the over clause is always present whenever using the analytical functions. Okay, so lead, what exactly happens is, lead the column, you need to give the column name on which you want to do the lead, okay, on which you want to look for the next value. Then context is nothing but its default value is going to be 1. Okay, so if you say 1, it is going to see for the next value. Okay, when you say 2, it is going to leave the first row and it's going to see the second row. And if there is no value present, then it is going to give the default value whatever you want to give. You can either specify 0 or some date, whatever default value that you want to specify, you can specify it, or else the default value will always be null even though if you don't specify. So this is how the syntax looks like for lead. So let us get back to our SQL Plus and see an example here. So as usual, I'll use our employee table. So here I'm going to do a lead on the hire date. So how I'm going to do is, I'm going to say select department number, and I'm going to say hire date, comma lead, and I'm going to say lead again, hire date, which on which column I want to do that, then the context, right? So I'm going to say 1, then I'm going to say let that be null itself, there's no problem. Lead over, I'm going to say order by hire date. Okay, and this I'll give a alias name for this. I'll say this is the next hire date. Okay, from employee table. So this is how it looks like. So you can see for the hire date on department number 20 happened on 17th December 80, and the next hire date after 17th December happened on 20th. So after 20th it was 22nd. So like that it will be seeing the next value. You can see here 20th Feb, it's going here, then the 22nd Feb is looked up here on 22nd Feb. So after 22nd Feb it is the 2nd April 81. So it is just seeing the next value. Okay, so and also you can see the last row after 19th April, it was 23rd May 87 was the next hire date, but after 23rd May there was no any value. That's why it is giving null value. You can, that has, as I mentioned here, you can give any default value. Instead of null, it will present you the default value whatever you're giving there. So in the same way, instead of giving 1, if you give it as 2 here, what is going to happen is, see, on 17th December it ignored the 20th Feb and it is fetching the 22nd Feb here. So it is going to jump the first row and it's going to go to the second row. That's why it is the context is, I've given it as 2. So let me make it more simple. I'm going to say 1 year, and I'm going to say over partition by department number. Let me partition it by department number and see how the result look like. So for the department number 10, you can see the first hire date was on 9th June. After that, it was on 17th November. The last hire date for the department 10 was on 23rd Jan 82. After that, there was no any hire date. That's the reason it is giving null value. If you go to the 20th department number, the first hire date was 17th December 80 and the last was on 23rd May 87. So after 23rd May 87, there is no any hiring that went on the department number 20. So that's how you operate this lead function, the analytical function. So in the next tutorial I will come up with the lag. It's also very simple. Once you know lead, it's very simple. Lag is very simple. I'll talk about that in our next video. So hope you guys have understood, and also please keep supporting my videos, and thank you very much for watching.